It's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-too-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-too-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-too-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Crafting with Joshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, Can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Shoshi.
God, I love that new opening. It makes
I know.
me every time I see it.
That's the first surprise we have for all y'all.
What a day. What a day.
Is anyone actually here yet?
I think, yeah, we've got 9 viewers.
Oh, wow.
One of them is me, though, so we have 8.
One of them is me, so we have 7.
Oh, okay, and then one of them is Reverend Tom. Oh, Reverend Tommy counts. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That cough was not a commentary. That was my coffee went down the wrong pipe a little bit.
We're the only ones that don't count, that aren't real people.
Oh yeah, we're not real people at all.
No.
At all.
But we're gonna play that opening for every show. So if people missed it this time because we started on time, then they'll just have to tune in on time next time.
Okay, well, let's not get crazy here. We did not start on time.
Oh, I thought we did.
We were close to on time. We were on time for us.
Hey, that's all that I can expect of us.
I don't know who the showrunner of this show is, but
it's Reverend Tommy. We blame Reverend Tommy.
Reverend Tommy literally saved us this morning, so we can't blame.
Right, I forgot.
We can't blame Reverend Tommy for anything bad, because I had forgotten that I did a big restart and I dumped my cache because of the show I've been doing. It's a very greedy website, Topia. You can't have anything else going on. And I was still having some trouble. So I forgot that I didn't have the login for this show until half an hour ago. So I got to start, my preparation for this show with a blind panic, which is always nice.
I think like Ian McKellen recommends that.
A blind panic?
Yeah, before any important performance.
Man, how does he act so well?
I just don't know.
Oh.
If only there was some sort of explanation he could give, but
if only he'd just tell us.
If only he would just tell us. Well, hello everyone. It's so wonderful to have you all here today. We have a bunch of new stuff to show you. If you missed our opening credits, that was one of the new things.
Yeah, we might play it again mid-show or at the end.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Leave them. I always say leave them wanting less.
Yeah, the show's not over till everyone's really exhausted.
Mm-hmm. I like the show where like you come in and then you lock the doors behind them and no one can leave.
Yeah, no, how else do you do a show? If they can leave, they'll just leave.
Oh yeah, we've automatically locked all of your doors at home, everyone.
Yeah, we used the dark web.
The dark web.
The dark web to do it.
I used the maroon web.
Ooh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot more vibrant than the dark web.
Mm-hmm. Slightly more. I
guess we should talk about what else is different.
Well, we're both wearing plaid.
Is that
Matt had pointed out? Well, yesterday the theme was mustard yellow, and then this week it's plaid.
You know what? I saw the typoed comment. Wait, is it Plod Day? And I thought everyone was gonna clap for us.
Oh.
But it's not Plod Day.
Oh, then stop Stop your
Yeah.
applause, everyone.
It's not the Plod Day, much less a Plod Day.
We should have a Plod Day, though.
Like as a holiday where everyone just claps all day for us?
Wouldn't that be great?
For you and me specifically?
Yeah.
Can we make that a national holiday?
Yeah. I think it should be
Awesome.
an international holiday.
You are so correct that I'm angry at myself for shooting so low.
It should be a galactic holiday.
It should be multiversal.
Ooh, yes. Agreed. All people in all dimensions should be applauding for us on Plod Day.
Yes.
Oh, Reverend Tommy has an important question in the chat.
Ooh.
More of a segue than a question, really.
Well, it does have a question mark. So it is an interrogative.
Mm.
But excellently well observed, Reverend Tommy. We do have some new point redemptions. Well,
We're
let's see.
getting our stuff together.
Well, here's an interesting one, and it's so inexpensive that anyone can do it. Submit a topic for Talk Club?
What?
That's interesting.
What sort of topics can people submit, Cubby?
I'm gonna put, well, anything that you would like to hear spoken about is potentially a topic for. I just submitted one.
And how do you do that?
With the point redemption thing.
I don't what does that mean? Oh, I see. If you hit that little thing next to the thing, it brings up things.
Yeah, you just hit the thing with the thing.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, submit a topic for Topping Club is quite inexpensive.
So that is a great deal. Yeah, I agree. Not necessarily politics, although I'll be honest, do you really want to hear our take on anything serious? Now, these are some good topics to talk
Those are some topics. Now, are those 3 individual topics? Or is that we have to talk about all 3 at the same time?
Or are you like asking if there's a type of cheese that is a shoe door?
Or a type of shoe that is a door cheese? Or a type of
door
shoe
that is a cheese shoe?
Yes, we did it. One
Good work,
topic.
everyone.
Excellent.
Oh, apparently that was one topic. But did you spend points? Yes. All right. Well, then that's a topic.
So the way this works is when you submit a topic, it goes in our jar. And then how does that get triggered? How do we talk about those things? Do we figure that out? I know that goes in a jar.
Yeah, that's all we're going to say at this point.
All right.
I realized that I needed to. Oh, so what's interesting is that Madame Onsa actually did highlight my message.
Oh, rather than submit a talk club,
which is actually more expensive.
So I say we give it to Madame Onsa.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can save yourself a little cash.
Right. And just do the topic one.
Also, we may ask clarifying questions about the topic, but considering that triggering Talk Club is clearly a different situation, we can't guarantee that it will happen anytime within our memory of the clarification. So,
Let's deal with it.
Yeah. So just always keep in mind that whatever you do is going to be filtered through our brains.
I just submitted a topic for Talking Club.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
Scallops.
Yeah.
And we also got favorite pets.
Oh, that's a good topic. Johnny O Twitch, rule number 1 of Talk Club is always be talking.
Well, there are a lot of rules to Talk Club.
A lot of rules to
There
talk.
are a lot of, but mostly you have to always be honest.
Oh, I see. And then down below, you can activate Talking Club.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There are rules to activating Talking Club that we haven't necessarily figured out yet. So There's no guarantee. So don't buy anything pricey. But somebody did ask about the trivia cards.
Oh, yes. Good question.
So I guess if somebody were to select one of the trivia card options, we'll find out what they do.
So we have, let's see, we've had the new, you can submit a topic for Talking Club. There's a trivia card option. That's all. I think those are the new things, right? And then there's some more expensive things.
Yes.
If they happen, they happen. We're going to see what happens.
We have 4 new things. And we were like, should we really think this out? And then we were like, no. We should see what happens.
It's more of an audience-based approach to things rather than us trying to dictate our preconceived notions upon you as the chat. We're just gonna, put it out there and see what happens. That sounded like I knew what I was talking about, right?
That sounded really good.
Yes. So
I got impatient
in action.
So I just redeemed trivia card du jour.
Oh, you did? Wait,
Yeah.
we can do that for ourselves?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, all right, sweet.
We don't have a DM or anything.
It's our show. We do what we want.
It's our show. So today's trivia deck is celebrity trivia.
Whoa.
Of little known facts about well-known people.
What era is this from? What celebrities are we going to be learning about?
Well, that's in, I have the instructions here. Let's see if it has a copyright date. Nope. Huh. No, it doesn't seem to have a year on it.
Awesome.
It's clearly from the height of trivia craze in the 80s, so it is guaranteed to be probably early mid 80s. So
awesome. The era I know very little about.
Oh yeah, no, we are very, very good chance that none of us will have heard of the celebrities they ask about, or at least not all of us will be familiar. We're just creating Enter the Scene. That's an excellent point, because it is the Creating with the Crew show, because we will still always have a craft with us, and we'll always talk about like what we're working on, and anytime somebody drops by, we will still force them to tell us what they're working on and creating. So
yeah, that part's not changing.
So we shall see. And now, celebrity trivia. What Latin actor was quoted in People as saying, 10 days of abstinence awakens passion?
Wait, what?
What Latin actor was quoted in People as saying, 10 days of abstinence awakens passion?
I don't know who it would be.
You know, I'm good. I heard Latin actor, and I thought Antonio Banderas, and I feel like these cards might be too old for
Yeah,
that, but
he
they
might have
also
been like a
might
child.
not.
Right.
There's no way of knowing.
Yeah.
Well, that's just.
Ricardo Montalban.
Oh.
That's a good guess.
So, you know, Ricardo Montalban is not necessarily my type, but doesn't he just look like he'd treat you right?
I don't know. Or I'm not sure.
What actor directed the 1971 movie Antony and Cleopatra?
Oh. I have no idea.
Wasn't it Richard Burton?
Sure.
All right, that's my guess.
$1971, it says?
1971.
Oh, so these might be like from the 70s.
Well, the Trivial Pursuit itself came out in like the very late 70s. So there's a tendency for boxed trivia games to really only have existed after that. Like, there are older trivia games, but they're much rarer. And this is the classic, like, can be used with Trivial Pursuit aesthetics.
Cool. So this might be even older than we thought. That's awesome.
Well, it can't be older than the 80s.
Oh.
Because there's no way it came out before Genus 1.
Gotcha.
Casey Stengel, Humphrey Bogart, and Flo Ziegfeld are buried in what state?
Oh, I mean, California?
That's my guess.
Yeah, it's got to be California.
It's got to be California.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Humphrey Bogart's grave in in one of the cemeteries out here. Pretty sure.
What unmarried feminist said?
I'm sorry. That's just so like early 80s right there. That is so good.
See, I told you. I told you I'd zeroed in on the time period.
That's really good. Sorry, continue. What unmarried feminist? Go on.
What unmarried feminist, if you know what I mean, said the shortest way to be alone is to get married?
I mean, is it Gloria Steinem?
I mean, probably.
Do trivia cards know any other unmarried feminist?
Well, didn't she get married?
Gloria Steinem? I don't think so.
Who said a woman needs a husband like a fish needs a bicycle?
That Dorothy Parker, right?
No, it was one of the first wave feminist icons.
Oh.
Because there was a prominent feminist who ended up getting married in like the aughts, I want to say. So it would have been well after this is. So
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have been married since, is all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
What British actor directed the 1938 movie Pygmalion?
Oh. 1938 movie?
1938 movie.
I don't think it's not Capra.
Well,
No.
It says actor.
Oh, what actor directed it?
What British actor directed the 1938 movie Pygmalion? I'm gonna guess it was from one of the acting families, like maybe Lionel Barrymore.
It's not Orson Welles, is it? No, he'd be too young.
No, and yeah, Wells, because wasn't Citizen Kane his first directing?
No.
I mean, for a feature film, because he had done a lot of stage and radio.
I don't think that was his first.
All right.
But that was in 39, right?
Luck in spades. As always, the answers will come at the end because I want to play too. That's the rule.
So our guess is
So
I'm
we have
gonna-
one question left.
okay.
And we're not going to do great on this
Great.
last one.
Good.
Joe Louis, Robert F. Kennedy, and Dashiell Hammond are buried in what cemetery?
Oh.
I'm just going to say Hollywood Memorial.
I don't.
Because
Who's
it's
the
a
first
famous
one?
cemetery.
Who's the first one?
Joe Louis,
Oh,
famed boxer.
right. And then who was the second one?
Yes, as always, I will use as always far too often. Luck in spades.
I mean,
Excellent observation.
yeah, but also like, regardless, it is as always. You
Yeah.
were technically correct.
I mean, I also kind of wanted you to know that it wasn't a new rule.
Right. It's an established.
So if it's unfair or not, at least it's consistent.
That's the goal of the show, to be consistently inconsistent.
Except
with
when
the
we're not.
rules. Right, except when we're not.
Yeah, if we're deciding not to be consistently inconsistent, then that is a
Consistent.
choice.
Yeah.
Arlington Cemetery is an excellent. Oh yeah, we did say RFK, didn't we?
Yeah, I think that's the one that. Yeah, I think. Wait, and who's the third person?
Dashiell Hammett. All right. Now, are we all ready for the answers?
Yes.
Hot tamale, it was Ricardo Montalban.
Nice.
Thank you. It's Yesterday's Night. Charlton Heston directed Antony and Cleopatra.
Whoa.
California, Gloria Steinem. Leslie Howard directed Pygmalion. And Arlington.
Nice. We
Nice.
we did pretty good. We got like 3 out of 4.
Yeah. The audience did better than the two
Oh.
of us.
That's usually the case.
Yeah. So good work, audience.
Nice job.
So
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot I'm working on today. I have my Kumihimo as always because it's so relaxing and fun.
How far have you gotten? How long is your cord now?
It's like this long.
Heck yeah.
It's not very long, but here's the thing about Kumihimo. It takes a long time to do it.
Oh, really? Okay.
It is not a quick process.
So it really is more about the journey.
Yeah.
Like the chord at the end is just a happy, fun bonus.
Well, that's how I do it. Is I'm much more about making the chord because it's relaxing and nice and fun. I will say the traditional way of making Kumihimo is on a loom. It kind of looks like a wooden bar stool with a hole in it. It's called a maru dai, and instead of the foam keeping the tension on the line, it's got weighted bobbins. That once you're good at a maru dai, it's way faster than the disc. Way faster. And you actually don't even need to look at it while you're doing it once you've got it down. So like traditional Kumihimo braiding is a lot quicker than this, but the disc is a little bit slow. And here's the thing, I'm a whole lot a bit slow. So I don't know how indicative it is, but I'm not very fast at this, and that's how I know it will take me a while to do it.
Oh yeah, also you're doing a complicated pattern.
Oh no, I'm doing an incredibly easy one.
Oh.
Yeah, like there are faster patterns. This if there are less strings, it'll go faster. Because it'll just go quicker. So technically, although it's not actually like advanced, I do have 6 colors on this with 4 strings each. So that will slow it down just that little bit more. Like you can actually just do a 4-string Kumihimo.
I like how your cord looks though. Hold that up to the camera again. It looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too. I do not put a weight on my cord, Luck and Spades, because I just don't. Honestly, the other thing is it tends to stay out of its own way. And I end up having to like bundle it up because it gets long enough to be in the way.
Cool. Did you make that foam thing?
Oh yeah, I made this disc because you can't get a 24-string disc. You can get. So the standard is 32 slots, which is perfect for a 16-string chord, and you can get a 64 slot one, but none of those have 3 as a factor, so you can't evenly space 6 things on them. So ultimately, I just did that. Also, I haven't stretched out my cord yet. I like to stretch it out at the very end.
Oh, wait, you stretch it out?
Oh yeah, well, so like Kumihimo, it's okay, I'll stretch out a little bit. I hate doing it early, but it's for you, Shoshi.
Oh yeah, I want to see how this
Let
works.
me make sure I'm on camera with it. Okay, so now if you really like the pattern exactly like this, you can actually braid a core into the Kumihimo, which will help keep it, but otherwise, that's...
Whoa, I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Yeah, so that's like the actual thing, and when you braid it, it's a little bit stacked up on itself.
It's like one of the finger traps.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, because it is interwoven. Actually, the weaving is No. Yeah, it's actually a lot like that.
That's awesome.
Because it's interweaving. That's actually why you can put a core in it, is because
It's
the
like
actual weaving happens as a tube.
yeah.
And like if you don't have a core, it just collapses in on itself. But you can have a core and braid around it.
That's cool. What? Reverend Tommy, that's a very complicated question. Someone had as a potential spoiler for in their pre-show post.
Well, we definitely will have a giveaway.
Yeah, that's right.
So, here's the Shoshi, we never figured out how to actually have people enter the giveaway.
Oh shoot. Could we, what if they it doesn't cost anything, right? No points.
Oh, no. No, yeah. And it's open to anyone watching and interested. I guess we should start with, what are we giving away?
Right.
So I just started working on a virtual immersive show called Thicket, where all of the participants, called Seekers, have to jump into story tale worlds to find information, to figure things out, maybe solve mysteries. It's a little bit different every single week. for the most part, it's interacting with the characters in stories. And it's very exciting. It's very, very, very fun. I should put the link to the website up if anyone's interested. That way, if you want to find out more, if you go to thicketquest.com, I believe, I'm going to click that link and make sure. Oh, that is right. I got it right.
Heck yeah.
I'm so smart.
You are.
So if you want to know more, you can mess around in that site because it is fascinating and it's amazing. And I can give away 1 ticket to our next show, which is going to be a week from either Friday or Saturday. So shows are every other week. They're both Friday night starting at 8:30 and Saturday afternoon starting at 2:30, depending on which is easier for you to catch. And someone is going to get a free ticket.
Now, Cubby, we have people watching who are in all different parts of the country. Does that matter for these tickets?
It does not matter, Shoshi, because this is a virtual show.
Amazing.
Until the last episode. So this season, this is actually the 3rd season. So there's already been a lot that's happened, which is like exciting. I'm still catching up on everything that's happened in the first 2 seasons, and it's kind of amazing. I'm geeking out so much over this show.
But it's a very, very cool show.
Yeah.
Run by very cool people. It's really neat.
Yeah, the Altera crew is so incredible.
Yeah.
And I wish I could talk about what's going to happen in the next quest, but that would be spoilery, so I will not. Actually, going back to the Kumihimo conversation, Luck and Spades, yes, you are correct in that beaded Kumihimo is like huge and maybe even more popular than regular Kumihimo braiding. But I don't want to do it. It looks really hard and boring. Like it takes more concentration. Now, my nibbling also...
I was just going to say, you're on the Discord, your nibbling has posted that they have done beaded Kumihimo, and it looks really good.
And they've given me some great tips on how to do beaded Kumihimo, and I agree, it looks great. But I just don't have much of an interest in it.
And you're doing it to relax you, and that would not be relaxing.
Yeah, that feels like another thing. I'll be honest, a little bit like just I learned Kumihimo and I looked at all of the things I could do with it, and then I was like, well, there's actually a whole lot I can do with the most basic move. I've kind of spent 20 years only doing the most basic Kumihimo possible, but I honestly still find that pretty fascinating.
I mean, look, an omelet is delicious. So if the better you get at making an omelet, the more delicious it's going to be. It's simple, but
it's simple, but it's complicated.
Right. Just like an omelet.
Making an omelet well is
very difficult.
Yeah. So I'm not in a rush to learn how to make a frittata.
No, just stick with that omelet.
So the show is Thicket. It's a show that I just joined the cast of this season, season 3, that I'm super excited about. And we will be giving a ticket out. So I'm going to say, anyone who wants to be entered into the little drawing will do. I say drawing, but knowing it's me, we'll probably try to find a way to use dice to randomize.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And if you're worried that you can't stick around to the end of the show, don't worry. We'll put the winner on Discord. So you don't have to be present at the drawing/dice roll. And the way to enter is put your favorite fairy tale in all caps in the chat.
Awesome. Good idea.
That sounds like a thing.
And
right?
then, do you need who's gonna keep track of that? Is that you or Reverend Tommy or me? I don't mind doing it.
Either you or me. Reverend
Okay.
Tommy already saved our bacon this morning.
That's right. We cannot ask anymore.
And gave us redeemables.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have a notebook here. I'll keep track, and then you can keep track. So it's just favorite fairy tale, all caps in the chat. Then you're entered. And we'll do the drawing / dicing at the end. At the end.
At the end, and also on the Discord in the creating with the crew. What do you
can you post in can you post in the Discord as well, or it's only on the chat Twitch that you can post in all caps?
Oh, let's just do it here for now. So
Good
I don't
idea.
forget to check the Discord.
Yeah, and I would hate for anybody to be left out.
Well, and here's the thing. We are not going to interrogate you about whether it's your favorite. So you can also just...
Yeah, we won't judge you on whichever one you pick either.
Yeah. All right, we got our first entry.
Amazing. I'm so excited. Things are happening.
Well, I'm going to have to check that out. I actually don't know anything about Hanukkah goblins, and that sounds great.
Does it have to be a fairy tale, or can it be a folk tale?
Why? That's a hard question. Why did you think of hard question for me? Is it not obvious how much I'm suffering through this spontaneity?
No, wait, sorry. I did it the wrong way. Okay.
And we got another entry.
Wait, that's not how it's supposed to be. Versus, not can. My autocorrect is very weird. There we go. Now it's submitted for a talking club.
Oh, why did I give myself multiple pieces of paper to keep track of?
Oh, we got another one. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. 3 was maybe. Oh wait, did you just see that we got a second one?
We did.
Okay.
Awesome.
I already got the second one.
Okay.
I thought there was a third one. You got me all excited. I was like, 3 people?
Oh yeah, I don't know why my autocorrect both turned verses into can and also put fairy in all caps.
Folktale can fairy tale. That's just a true statement.
That's true. You're right. That's not a top. Well, I mean, a statement can be a topic.
That's true. Actually, you know what? Let me go on. Let me spend some points.
While you do that, I'm going to set up and show you the craft that I'm working on right now. So this jacket, I don't even know quite when it's from. It's probably from like the 60s or the 70s. It was my partner's mother's like work jacket. Like it's got paint on here from she was an artist, a really amazing artist. And it's got like paint like from the 60s on here probably. And I'm wearing it now and it's really falling apart because it's very old. but it wants to be worn. It wants to work. Yeah, so I'm working on mending it, and I'm doing that fun thing where I'm just mending it with really brightly colored.
Shushi? Well, Shushi froze a little bit. At least for me. I think she'll be back to tell us the more about her mending project. So I'm gonna kill time in the best way I know how, by triggering an extra trivia card. All right, we're gonna do one card while we wait for Shoshi to figure out. She's had interruptions before, and it never lasts very long, so it shouldn't be very long. But what detective novelist claims to have made love to 10,000 women? Which definitely seems tame compared to Wilt Chamberlain's claims. Well, technically, Wilt Chamberlain never made those claims about himself. It was a teammate that theorized 100,000. I'll say Dashiell Hammond, just because he came up in the last card, and cards do tend to reuse answers a little bit in proximity. Hemingway is a really good guess, but it does specifically say detective novelist, so oh, well, that is I was gonna say your guess and your project seem to be both hand in hand, except Casanova was Venetian, not Sicilian, as we all know. The question was, what detective novelist claims to have made love to 10,000 women? The next question is, what heavyweight boxing champion died in a plane crash in 1969? Hey, Shoshi.
I'm back! Sorry, everybody.
Can you tell us what heavyweight boxing champion died in a plane crash in 1969?
Oh, Hemingway boxer? What?
You're trying to get... That was a different question. I skipped to the next question for you, so you couldn't cheat.
Sorry, what was say the question again? I only caught the second half.
What heavyweight boxing champion died in a plane crash in 1969?
Buddy Holly.
I think it was Richie Valens was the actual boxing champion.
You're right.
That was the day the Golden Gloves died. Oh, that is a good guess in that it's a real boxer.
A real actual boxer.
Yeah, you're lapping us yesterday night. Who is a name that I recognize. Hi. Who is the only U.S. president to have been an Eagle Scout?
I don't know if that's not true anymore.
Probably is not true anymore.
Yeah, because some have been, but in...
Who was the first U.S. president to have been an Eagle Scout?
Yeah, I think I agree with... yeah. Ford.
Ford? Wow. What famous couple appeared in the 1957 movie Hellcats of the Navy?
That's a great title.
Yeah.
It could be Carter. I think it's Ford, though.
mean, it could have been Carter. I feel like it couldn't be much older than that.
Yeah.
For Boy Scouts to have been like fully mainstreamed.
Because that wasn't till post World War II, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, BSA started in the earliest 20th century, but I don't know how big it was, like, so that they could have been in their youth. Like, Carter or Ford definitely, I mean, like, my gut says that's
one of those
nailing the period.
Right. But we are on to a different question now.
Yes. About the famous couple appearing in the 1957 movie Hellcats of the Navy.
I think so.
I'm
I
going to say Martin and Lewis.
I was going to say I think it's Martin and Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I hear Hellcats in the Navy, and I'm like, I bet there was some singing and romancing and some Freundlebens.
Yeah. Yeah. What a combo, those two people, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Like, what a wacky combo that was. Well, I don't know. It's yesterday's night. A couple of people. I found in trivia questions, they use things like duo and twosome and couple, but I think they use them to mean like a couple of people rather than a romantic couple.
I mean, here's the thing. Hellcats of the Navy probably had a romantic subplot.
Oh, right.
So sure. There's like a good chance that it was like Taylor and Burton or something.
I think you're right, though. I think.
Well, Martin and Lewis just sounds really funny. Or Abbott and Costello.
What was it, 57?
All right. What singer was nominated for an Oscar in supporting role in the 1963 movie Captain Newman, M.D.?
Oh my God. That, like, I don't know what any of those words mean.
I'm going to say Mario Lanza because I have been to the Mario Lanza Museum in South Philly.
What? I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, there's a Mario Lanza Museum. It's pretty great. They were very surprised that we showed up to see it. They were like, yeah, I guess we could show you around. It's a wonderfully weird... Ooh, Eartha... I like Eartha Kitt as a guest. That's really good.
Now, did they say they won an Oscar or they were nominated?
Nominated. So if you're running through singers who've won Oscars in your head right now, Shoshi.
That from the 50s that I just know.
It was 63.
60s.
All right. One last question. Fortunately, it's an easy one. What actor let's say did the voice of Mr. Magoo?
Whoa. Mr. Magoo.
Yeah.
That's Hanna-Barbera?
No.
It's not Looney Tunes.
It's not Looney Tunes. It's independent.
Yeah.
If you can picture Mr. Magoo's voice, though, it's actually quite an easy question. And you're also familiar with 60s era actors. Like maybe you're a big fan of the movie Rebel Without a Clue.
Walter I can't remember his name.
Walter Mondale?
Yeah. No?
The politician?
No. Who am I thinking of?
Who are you thinking of?
I don't know. He was in all those movies. He's not very good, but everybody loved him.
Oh, Matthau.
Yes, that's who I'm thinking of.
Walter Matthau. Walter Matthau's terrible, yeah.
Yeah, why did everybody like him so much?
I don't know. Jack Lemmon was doing all of the work.
Yes.
I love Lemmon.
Yeah, Jack Lemmon's great.
Jack
For
Lemmon's
sure.
great. But it was Mr. Howell on Gilligan's Island, the one and only Jim Bacchus
Oh,
was Mr. Magoo.
cool. All right,
So
what are the other answers?
Let's get these answers.
Yeah.
George Simeon is the detective writer who claims to have slept with 10,000 women. It makes sense. I've never heard of him as a writer because he did not spend enough time writing. Rocky Marciano, Gerald Ford, Ronald and Nancy Reagan
No way.
were in Hellcats of the Navy.
Oh my.
Yeah, and we
That
all
movie
know
is-
what Nancy Reagan was famous for.
We do now.
Wait, do you know what Nancy Reagan is famous for? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you would.
Is it betraying the gay community?
Oh no, what she was famous for.
Oh, no,
back then.
I know.
It's really fun. Like I'm not anyone who can earn that title has my respect, but it's just really hilarious that one of our most staid first ladies.
Yeah.
But yes,
Also.
Nancy Reagan. Well, I would say the bigger betrayal is Ronald Reagan, because the president should have acknowledged AIDS much sooner.
Right, and he had more power at the time than Nancy Reagan, but
Bobby Darin got that Oscar nom. And
Bobby Darin, okay.
Jim Bacchus, I was correct.
Nice.
So I really only started that trivia card to kill time.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what happened. My internet just went away.
Well, I knew
for a
you'd
little
be
while.
back really soon.
Yeah.
But I also know that everyone wants to hear more about this project.
Yeah, so I'm working on, but I'm also there need to be patches on it too, as I found, because I didn't realize. Oh, that's a terrible job. Please don't judge me on that. That was like a literal 5-minute. I noticed this rip and I didn't want it to get worse, and so I'm gonna cut this out. Please don't judge me on that. But I'm gonna fix it up. But I didn't realize how delicate the fabric was. So you can't really just do a repair just with thread. You really got to give it something on the other side. So I'm working on that. I mean, there are actual seamstresses in the chat who are probably groaning and rolling over in their seats seeing this now, but I'm doing the best I can. So any hints would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, I figure eventually this jacket's gonna turn into the jacket of Theseus, and it'll just be all patches, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, so I'm working on repairing this because I'm not gonna not wear it. This jacket wants to be worn and wants to do art while I'm wearing it. I can feel it. So it's just, I'm gonna make it last as long as it possibly can. Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's what I'm working
there's a
on.
really good question. Do you know the blanket stitch?
Yes, I do. It's sort of like a better version of what I'm actually, I have an example of a blanket stitch, which I did on the edge. Yeah, down at the bottom edge, I've done the blanket stitch.
Because that is a good stitch if you are having trouble ending with a live end to the fabric. Yeah,
I've got those on the bottom of the pockets, and then the edge, because the edges, the ends of the jacket are fraying and coming apart. So I've got a blanket stitch on that. Yes, and I'm using I've got some let me show you. Not iron-on patches. I did try and do an iron-on one with this one, but it's that the iron-on ones and even fabric glue and stuff are make it too stiff, and it's almost like too much for the delicate fabric. So I have these fabric samples that are also in sort of a light, delicate fabric. And so I'm thinking about using those as the patch, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. So,
I mean, there's not a right thing to do with art and crafting.
Oh, the blanket stitch. You can blanket stitch around the edge of the patches. Right. I kind of did that I did a real like budget version of that on this one. Let me show you. Yeah, so like I just did a quick stitch around the edge of this patch and then I re-sewed it over. Again, everything I'm showing you here was done like really super quick because I was like, oh no, this jacket's literally falling apart. I have to do something right now, otherwise the sleeve is gonna fall off. So I probably need to go through and like basically pull off everything I've done and then redo it the right way rather than my like emergency. But these are all really, really good suggestions. So blanket stitch around the edge of the patches. And then what's Wonder Under?
See, that's what I would suggest rather than using a patch. That's so like iron-on interfacing.
Yeah, I have some.
You can get just the adhesive.
Oh.
So you can turn any fabric you have into basically an iron-on patch.
Well, see, here's the problem with
So that might work for very, very, very delicate areas that are falling apart. So I have like a pair of jeans that I've repaired from holes like this, and I like overkill. So I will get like a big piece of like nice fabric that I like the look of it, and I'll put it behind the rip, and then I'll sew the large piece of fabric in place around its edges so it's secure, and then I'll sew around the rip so that it's like preserved. I use all machine stitches though because my hand stitching is so bad.
So that's kind of what I did here. So these are they're not iron-on patches, but I did the fabric glue and then glued it there and then did the sewing of the thing. But you can see like, I don't know. There's a better way to do this.
So I have not heard of sashiko before, and I'm very curious.
Yeah, what is that? I'm going to look it up. Not right now, but I will eventually.
Yeah. So, it's very, very cool.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot like oh man, it's like sewing in interfacing. Like what I'm seeing reminds me a lot of like structural work in doublets where you have to like marry materials together and you don't have adhesives or any modern techniques. But you know how I was saying about getting a large piece of fabric in there and then very, very visible stitching on top?
Yeah.
It's like that, but way, way prettier.
Oh, cool. I'm going to look that up. That's what I'd like to do to this. So.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty great hybrid between embroidery and patchwork.
Okay, sweet. Because the other thing I have, which give me 1 second, is I have this nice set of really nice little set of threads, all different colors of threads and everything that I would really love to use and make this jacket like, nice little coat of many colors.
I mean, I can see you're definitely got like an Arlecchino kind of
Yeah, but I don't want the
Inspiration.
patches. I want the patches to be under and the stitching on top.
Yeah. Actually, it does sound like Sashiko is really ideal. Luck and Spades, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna look up. Figure it out. Okay.
Sir Whitebat, my least favorite thing is when Walmart is like the one option you have for your sewing stuff. Because it's like, it's always just like you can get what you need, but it's not as good as a dedicated sewing store. You have my I commiserate with you. I know how that feels.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm totally gonna get into Sashiko. That's really cool. Thank you so much. Heck yeah. Oh, okay. That's good to know. So the patches, gotcha. Okay, so the patches need to, right, got to be larger than the thing. Cool.
And also, if you would like a chance to win a free ticket to the virtual online immersive show Thicket, put the name of a fairy tale. It doesn't have to be your favorite. Just one that you can think of that you want to put in there in all caps in the chat, and you'll be entered to win. And that will be redeemable next weekend. There'll be a show Friday or Saturday, whichever one fits your schedule better. And it's the coolest show ever. I'm so excited about it. So, we technically have 2 entries right now.
Heck yeah.
So we may keep it open a little bit longer than the show, just so it's there's more competition.
Oh, that would be nice of us.
Yeah.
We still have a half an hour though. If anyone wants to be entered for those tickets, you still have time. Just put your, oh, we got another one. We got 4 now.
All right. Woo!
And now the people who got their stuff in first are like, wait a second. Do I have more needles? I do. Hooray. Heck yeah. Oh, I'm so excited about fixing this jacket now.
Thank you for your entries, Sir Whitebat and Ginormous Unicorn.
Woo!
That is a good thing to keep in mind, but I also feel like you might be able to circumventing, depending on your backing material, if you go with looser weave, or if it is new material, maybe you wash it.
That's why I'm excited about using these patches, because as you can see, I think you can see it's a very loose weave. Like it almost feels like the same, not texture, the same
weight,
yes, tightness, as the old fabric, which is why I was like, oh, these might be perfect, and they're kind of the perfect size. Sir Whitebat, how old is this coat anyway? I'm not 100% sure. It might be from my partner's mom's like high school time, so it might be from like the early 60s, possibly, which is pretty cool.
It's like trying to date a box of trivia cards.
That's right. You just don't know. When I put this jacket on, the jacket was like, yes, now you must do art. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you find something old and you're like, this wants to be worn, and it wants you to do stuff while you're wearing it.
I mean, I know what you're talking about because I recently found that sport coat that looks like that makes me look like I'm in vaudeville.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it doesn't, Sir Whitebat, a label with fiber content manufacturer, no, none of those things exist. The only label on it is this very cute little label that has her name on it. Like,
Aww.
yeah, that somebody sewed in, which makes me think that it's probably from high school. But then also this I found interesting. There we go. So it looks like it's already been previously altered, because here's the original stitching, and then someone else has gone in with a home sewing machine and altered it, made it a little bit smaller, made it a little more fitted around here. And then there's also stuff that I've found where it's been repaired over the years with like a hand stitching. So I think it's been around for like, I'm guessing like early 60s possibly, which is pretty cool. No, Sir Whitebat, that's so sad.
Why would that is so sad.
That's very sad. Oh well, no.
Yeah, actually, the number one way of identifying fabrics is through burn.
It's definitely cotton.
Okay, it's fun because I've referenced materials about how wool, cotton, and synthetics burn.
Oh, cool.
And you can, if you're really good at burn tests, you can tell different synthetica parts by how they burn.
Whoa, that's really cool. Oh, that's a good point. I think this thread is cotton. Yes. Cotton thread. That's a great. Oh, I wonder if that's why my other patches didn't work, because I was using synthetic thread, but then the new thread is cotton. Because it was pulling too hard on it, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. That's cool. This is fun. Thank you for your for all of your information. It's very helpful. Oop. Okay, there we go.
Shoshi,
that's me.
Do you know what it might be time for?
What do you think it might be time for?
I think it might be time for the dice of the day.
Dice of the day. Dice of the day. Excellent. Oh, that's a great idea.
Actually, yeah, if it's tough to keep lying flat, an embroidery coat would help a lot.
Great idea. Cool. Yeah.
So today's dice of the day, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's all number one. They're set up in a little case because they're Cryptid Dice.
Yes.
So all of your favorite cryptids are on there, provided these are your favorite cryptids. I'm going to be honest, a couple of them they're very internet-y, so the bottom row I'm less familiar with. I mean, I recognize the classic Jersey Devil, Mothman, Nessie, Bigfoot. That's clearly a Wendigo. And then the other three are more internet-y than I'm not used to, which does mean they missed a chance for a Chupacabra die.
Wait, they don't have one?
I don't believe there is a Chupacabra on here.
Oh.
I don't see any goat suckers.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's a classic one.
But they are a very cute die set. And
yeah.
I had showed them to Shoshi at a meeting, and she was like, "Those are the next dice of the day."
Yeah, definitely. They're really cool. Can you roll them for us and let's see what cryptids we get?
Absolutely. You know what? Because I am originally from Jersey, this is my favorite one. It's the Jersey Devil die, and we're gonna see what it rolls. It rolled a 4.
Oh, so the cryptids are just on the 1s or the 6s?
6s.
Cool. I thought they were all cryptids.
No, that would be pretty great if you could just roll a die for a random cryptid.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you can just homebrew your own table.
That's
and just
true.
list the cryptids and roll that number of die.
I like that idea.
Thank you very much, Sir Whitebat.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I gotta say, we maybe have to get more advice from people about the projects we're working on, because you got a lot of really good advice today.
I got a lot of really good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is maybe gonna save this jacket. It's gonna make it last a whole lot longer than it would have lasted and look a lot more beautiful. And I'm thank you all so much for that. Awesome. Good dice of the day.
Exactly. We need, and it's not too hard. Like, that's 8 cryptids. So just take the 6 best. That's a 6-sided die. Boom. Roll a cryptid.
Yeah.
I really want random cryptid dice now.
Yeah.
That just give you a cryptid.
Yeah. It's a good idea. What's the cryptid of the day? Cool. Did we tell everyone about every new thing? We did.
I think so.
Hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah.
Echo.
Hey.
Kitty, you know us both well enough. You should know what we need advice on.
Yeah.
Like, Kitty, if you just want to give me advice, just in general, on whatever you think my biggest problem is, I will cry about that in private, but it's probably something I need to hear.
Yeah. Well, Echo's not saying anything, so I'm going to take that to mean that you're perfect.
I'm going to take it to mean that Echo is typing, because it's a very, very long message.
A long private message. Detailed message. Oh.
I mean, like, if somebody gave me, I'm assuming that's a book. Right? It's like a self-help book.
Probably, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a weird case, because if someone gave me that book, I'd be like, yeah, okay, you got a point.
I'll share something with all of you. I, like many young people, had, problems with their parents, like all people do when they're a teenager or a young adult, because you're like trying to be your own person and they don't understand it. And, they used to wipe your butt. So it's really hard for them to take you seriously as a fully formed human. My parents were fine, but I had a dream once, and this dream sort of freed me from that stuff. And the dream was my mom gave me a book called, like, You Don't Understand Life. And she was like, hi, so you're getting to be an adult now. I think I was like 19 when I had this dream. And she's like, you're not really good at life. So I got you this book that will help you with that. And I woke up and I laughed so hard that it just kind of like freed me from all the things where I was like, yeah, my parents, they're just people. They're just trying to be fine. And they kind of have a point. I don't really know how life works. I'm only 19. And it was like a very nice little, like, a nice little moment. And I kind of like got over it. But Sir Whitebat, you had that happen in real life, not a dream. So
Yeah, was this past Christmas? Because, I mean, I don't want to turn this into, like, am I the a-hole? Because there's already that in the world. That's a really good point, Sir Whitebat. Either it's a great book and it should be a bestseller, or it's a complete waste of everyone's time. And unfortunately, you're not really going to know until you read it.
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't buy that book for you, Shoshi.
Well, no, because I'd never read it.
Well, because also you've got like a plan.
Ha 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 ha! Yes, a plan. Yeah, I should. You don't understand life and you suck at it. I think the subtitle was "and you suck at it."
You know what? That could replace "Oh, the Places You'll Go."
You don't understand life.
Shoshi, you should write this book. You
I
should write this
should.
book.
Yeah,
You don't understand life, and yet somehow you still suck at it.
yeah, and it'll be like in rhyme and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I should do that.
Well, all I can say to that is aardvark fart.
That's really good advice, Echo.
Aardvark fart.
Yeah, aardvark fart. That's good.
All
You
right,
can't
well,
go wrong.
I'm
Can't
back
go wrong.
on track.
Yeah, I have a confession. I think fart jokes are very funny. I always laugh at them.
I mean, everyone thinks fart jokes are
I
funny.
know they're really funny.
'Cause
I
they
laugh
are.
at farts and I laugh at burps. I think bodily functions are hilarious. Not too much. You got to be classy with them. You know, like a classy fart joke.
Oh, Shoshi, you got advice.
Oh, I've done that before. That's definitely happened.
Aardvark farts! Aardvark farts!
Yeah.
Aardvark farts! Aardvark farts.
Aardvark farts. Aardvark farts. Aardvark farts. Hi, welcome to our show, Aardvark Farts, where we just say Aardvark Farts over and over again until everyone leaves.
Well, I imagine they had a lot of beans if they can blow you away.
Aardvark
Farts!
Do we need to make this like a thing where they can make you say Aardvark Farts? Oh no!
I don't think
Reverend
they
Tommy,
need
get
to
on it.
make me say it. I'm on board.
That's what you already. Well, then they have to make you stop.
Oh,
No S's. Oh, singular.
Aardvark
Singular
fart.
fart. Aardvark fart.
Aardvark fart.
Yeah.
Shoshi, you have to do the bird thing. Stop saying aardvark fart.
Oh, sorry, I'm staring at a bird.
Yeah,
There's one
make
on
it
my
weirder.
porch. There's one on my porch right now.
All right.
They flew away.
So it's almost 2.
Hell yeah.
We've got 4 people that entered our amazing giveaway for a free ticket to Thicket.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What do you think it's fair if, let's say, 24 hours we can extend it to our Instagrams and anyone can post there, or if they want a free Thicket ticket? Or do you think we should keep it at 4 and do the raffle and give the ticket away?
Yeah, let's just do it now. Let's give it away. But let's give everybody, all right, like five more minutes if you want to enter, because I think some people joined a little bit later and they may not know what we're talking about right now.
Oh, yeah. We should mention how we're talking about how we have a free ticket to Thicket to give away, which is a show I just joined. It's an immersive virtual theater experience where you delve into the world of stories in an attempt to understand them. You get sorted into your department. It's very cool.
You don't have to be here for the drawing, so Echo, if you want to enter, just type in all caps your favorite fairy tale and you'll be entered to get a free virtual ticket.
Or any oh yeah, we can. I mean, Thicket Ticket is fun to say, but it's no Aardvark Fur.
Yeah, Aardvark Fur is pretty good. All right, so last chance to enter the raffle. All you have to do is put all caps
in the chat.
In the chat, and then you'll be entered. There you go. That's the story.
Yeah, just a fairy tale in all caps in the chat, and you're entered to win a free Thicket ticket. That is an excellent question, Sir Whitebat. It is on a virtual thing where you can talk to and be seen by people. It actually, the bulk of the action takes place on a website called Topia, which is super cool. You have a little cartoony, faceless guy that you control, and whenever your guy gets close enough to another guy, your video and you can see and hear each other. So it does work a lot better with a webcam. If you do not have a webcam, I think it's possible to do a workaround. So they're very accommodating, but it is better. The webcam's really nice because it kind of lets you know, it's the first indication you have that you can talk to someone.
Cool. Good question. But if we just end up with 4 entries, that's pretty cool. Good odds, as Reverend Tommy says.
Unfortunately, Sir Whitebat, we have not figured out a method for removing a name from an entry. So
if you win, you'll just have to give that ticket away to someone else on your own?
Maybe? Or I guess we could experiment with crossing out technology, but that sounds like it might be beyond me.
Well, you know what? If we pull Sir Whitebat's name, we'll just have to do another drawing.
Perfect. That sounds like the worst and most complicated solution.
Rather than just simply crossing the name off your list.
It is crazy. You know what is nice about having a smaller number of people is that I have this nice 2, 3, 4-sided die that I can use to roll it. It simultaneously gives results for a 2, a 3, or a 4-sided die at the same time.
Whoa.
It's very elegant and complicated.
That's amazing.
And I'd tell you more about it, but it's not the dice of the day. So
we'll just have to wait.
Yeah, we'll have to feature it another time.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of dice, I do know this was a couple of weeks ago. So if nobody remembers this but me, I understand. Somebody asked if I had heard of the D Ultimate die, but I forget who asked in the chat, and it was right near the end of the show. And I didn't get a chance to mention that I did, in fact, back the Kickstarter for the D Ultimate die. So I will be getting that at some point this year.
What is it?
It is a 120-sided die that can be used as a 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 percentile or 20-sided die.
Whoa, that sounds ridiculous. In the best possible way.
Ooh. That is super cool, Sir Whitebat. Do you use dice for it, or would you prefer, like, is that too limiting for what you're doing? Do you use a random number generator? I would like to know if you could give us a little bit of a peek into that process. That sounds pretty fascinating.
Heck yeah. All right. It's 2 minutes until 11/2. Should we do this drawing?
I guess we should. It looks like we have 3 to 4 entries. Unless we want to just enter Kitty against her will.
Yeah, I think we should.
Well, all I can say to that is Aardvarkfart.
Aardvarkfart. Yeah.
That would make sense. You mentioned you were at work, so I'm guessing that's the censoring. That's true, but you could use pretty much anything to give you a nice random generated number. All right. So you know what? I'm gonna respect Sir Whitebat's request, cross him out, but I'm just gonna write in Echo's name.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter her.
Right.
Because of all of that help.
Oh, that's why there's those 3 dots there. Because they do. I think if you're not like.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that makes sense. And I'm not very good with internet things. So it looks like we have 4 entries. This
Excellent.
is all very exciting, which means I will be using the little triangle on my 2, 3, 4 die, because that gives me the 4-sided die result.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Reverend Tommy. That is a good thing. We're glad of that. That's good. Now,
do we need a drum roll?
Yeah, now we do.
Okay.
Oh! Congratulations to Ginormous Unicorn.
Hey! Congratulations, you have won a thicket ticket.
And an Aardvarkfart.
Oh.
Which will be mailed to you immediately.
Oh.
No, I rolled the die.
Rigged. That was awesome. That was our first giveaway. We did it. Thanks, everybody.
We did a giveaway.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to make the announcement real quick on the Discord, because
that's a good thing to do. Cool. That was so neat. We've never done a giveaway before, and then we did it, and we had 4 people, which is really awesome. Ginormous Unicorn, you're going to very much enjoy the show. It's very cool. It's one of the coolest internet interactive shows out there, I'm willing to say. And was it nominated for an immersive award?
Oh, from No Proscenium?
Yeah. I know Altera was, but is it for Thicket or something else?
I know Altera did get nominated for Thicket.
Awesome.
I can't remember who won in that category. Because
Oh,
I
no.
also
We haven't-
remember, like, during those nominations, Thicket was up for award, the Telelibrary was up for an award, and Sherwood and Nottingham were all nominated, and I was like super excited because I know like people involved in all of those, and they're all such amazing projects and such amazing
Oh,
people.
well, for this year, they just had new nominations.
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure I saw Altera on there, but I don't know if it was for Thicket or for something else. But also someone we know has been nominated, Carmel.
Carmel.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the only new nomination that I know about is the intro to the Kingdom of Hypnos.
Yeah, so cool.
So if honestly, if anyone here is familiar with Glamour Hobo Bedtime Tales and the Journey to the Kingdom of Hypnos, if anyone here has not done that experience, it's like a 30-minute audio journey, and it's wonderful. I cannot recommend it hardly enough.
Yeah, I was so happy when I saw that it got nominated. I was like, yes. That's really good.
Yeah.
Heck
So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up to see if what Altera was nominated.
Yeah,
for.
I think I saw Altera, but I don't remember if it was for Thicket or for something else.
They do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're really cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I like them a lot.
Yeah.
Don't tell them I like them as much as I do.
No
They'll get all weird. They'll be like, "Oh, Cubby, you're obsessed with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need some distance."
Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep your secret. Don't worry.
All right. Thank you.
No
I needed that.
All right. I think it's time to go. It's time to say goodbye.
To all our company.
I really thought that this might never end. But maybe someday, if we're lucky, our paths will cross again. Until that day, I say farewell, my friend. My friend. Until that day, I say farewell, my friend.
That's from something, isn't it?
It's I don't know. We used to sing it at the graduation from the junior high to the senior high in my high school.
I like the way you say used to, because, like, how many times did you graduate to senior high?
Just the once.
Just the one? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said that like it was a regular, like, oh yeah, we used to sing that all the time whenever we went from.
Well, here's the thing is that the choir sang it. So even if you weren't graduating, you sang it from like
every year.
Yeah.
Oh,
from
yeah.
like 7th, 8th, and 9th grade.
That
if you
makes
were
a
in
lot
choir, you sang it. But then 9th grade was because our high school was only 10th, 11th, 12th. 9th grade was still in the what do they call it, junior high, upper elementary.
I mean, we just called it middle school.
Middle school. No, this was like higher than middle school.
No, I know that junior high and middle school aren't exactly interchangeable.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all
It
made
doesn't
up.
matter. I mean, we can all agree that middle school was the worst.
Oh, the worst. 7th grade, right? 6th or 7th grade, like the worst.
Yeah, the 2 years I got kicked out of school. Yeah.
Ugh, the worst. But also my favorite age to work with. Like when I used to teach after school, I taught 6th to 8th grade, and it was my absolute favorite because like it's the worst. It's so hard to be alive then because like your body is doing crazy stuff and everyone's mean, but like you're not old enough to know that being mean is really damaging. So like everybody's just like accidentally damaging each other, and like adults don't do anything about it because they don't know what to do, and it's just terrible. And I love being a weirdo teacher and just being a person in a kid's life that could be like, I promise you, just hang in there. I swear to you, I know it's so terrible, but I swear it's going to get better. Just like keep being weird. You're going to be fine. And I love that age.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's what, yeah, I'm sure you don't, Siri. You don't understand. You've never been
Siri, you don't know what it's like.
Yeah, you don't have hormones. You don't know what it's like.
You didn't have to go to middle school, Siri.
No. Didn't have to go to school at all.
Yeah, you just got programmed with your knowledge.
Yeah. But yeah, because sometimes all you need at that age is for someone to be like, yeah, everything is awful right now. Sorry. Like sometimes you just I
would have really appreciated that if an adult in my life had just been like, oh yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah. Like, but don't worry, it's not forever. I know it feels like it's forever, but I swear to you, it is not forever. Oh.
Like, not to go off on a rant, I used to get they're just jealous of you a lot.
I didn't get that.
And I'm like, look, they clearly do not want anything I have for themselves or in their vicinity. I absolutely do not believe this is coming from jealousy.
Yeah.
And it just drove me crazy because now I recognize the adults in my life didn't know how to handle me. Like they didn't know what to say because I was such a weird kid. Like I get that they were blanked out and so they went to just whatever they'd heard before. But like I heard that from multiple people and it always just rung so hollow.
Oh, I would have gotten so angry if somebody. But I was super lucky. My dad was really good with me with my weirdness, and he was just like, well, he even said to me, he's like, you're a weirdo, or like you're different than them. They're gonna treat you differently. Like you can either love your weirdo self or change. But he's like, I don't recommend changing because they're boring.
That's amazing. I would have loved to, although who knows, with my memory, maybe I actually did have an amazing mentor that like did just give me the straight shooter, and it was just once though, so I forgot about it.
Yeah, that's the other thing that I realized as with teaching and stuff is that, and just from remembering when I was a kid, was like, yeah, I needed to hear negative stuff, you only need to hear once. But positive stuff, you need to hear multiple times. In multiple different ways.
I kind of still feel that way.
Yeah, it's still true. Still true, everyone. Yeah. I feel like a lot of adults forgot what it was like to be a kid.
Which I don't blame them. It's terrible.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I always had this thing in my head where when I was a kid, I was like, all right, when I'm an adult, I'm not going to do that because that's freaking terrible. And I was like, why doesn't everybody do that? Don't you want to make everyone, like, kids' lives better?
Well, I think there's like, okay, well, there's like two ways you can go about it. You can be like, oh man, I got to help these kids out. And the best way to do that is to really remember what it was like for me. Or you can be like, maybe these kids just need to know that this is not the important part of their life. It feels like it's important just because it's the only part of their life they've experienced so far. Like, I mean, it would have been better if the adults had been self-aware enough to realize that what they're really saying is like, oh, don't worry about it. When you grow up, things like really what they're saying is like, this is just one part of your life and it's the only part you've done so far, so it feels like everything, but it's not like this the whole time.
Yeah,
in fact, you'll get to a point where you'll start to phase out what this was like because it is relatively unimportant.
Yeah,
but none of them really knew a way to say that to somebody who didn't already understand it.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, Sir Whitebat. Yeah.
Agreed.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah. The kids are all right. Let's keep them that way.
Or they're not. Let's do what we can.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't like lying to kids. I'm weirdly thing about it because like I spend a lot of time dressed up in silly costumes. And I don't like it when parents are like, oh, this very large, strange man is completely safe. And I'm
Yeah.
like, if a kid is scared of me, I never tell them they're wrong. I'm like, yeah, this is a new situation. I'm a new person. Fear is how you deal with it. And I respect that. Like, so I don't know. It's a weird thing where I don't like saying I'm safe because it feels, because anyone who's telling you they're safe probably isn't too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If somebody's going to come up to you and be like, hey, don't worry, you're safe with me. Like,
Mm.
you earned that. You don't get to just call dibs on being safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
You earn it. And maybe the first thing I like to do is just not lying. Like, yeah, I could. Like, seriously, me versus a kid in a fist fight, I'm going to win.
Yeah. Probably.
They don't have a chance.
No.
I'm like 6'4". I could take like any kid in a fist fight.
Right.
Like 8 years old or under.
And they
there's
like
not,
they won't see it coming. They're
there's
not
not
going
an 8-year-old on this planet that could defeat me in a straight up fisticuffs.
Yeah.
And I feel like that should be acknowledged more often.
And there's probably like a kid out there who's like, oh, I've been doing martial arts and I'm a black belt. Yeah, the kid black belt, that's not a real, you didn't learn anything.
Yeah, look, I don't know what I'm doing, but I got this reach, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
you know what you're doing? Great. That's going to be real handy when you can't get within 3 feet of me.
Yeah. When I just hold my hand out and hold your head away.
Yeah, I can just lift up a kid and like throw him.
Yeah.
I can just throw a kid.
Yeah. And on that note, it's time to end the show.
I have thrown kids.
With their permission.
No, I have a lifetime ban from several locations.
Oh. And on that note, it's time. Yeah, Cubby is 6'4".
Yeah.
Can confirm.
Maybe a little kid throwing.
Yeah. Tossing. I mean, there's kids love to be thrown around.
They do. Though,
And there is scientific evidence that it's actually quite healthy for them to throw them around in a safe manner. I emphasize on safe manner. But like when you throw your kids in the pool or you throw your kids on the bed or you like throw them up and down and catch them, like as long as it's in a safe manner, it's actually really good for a kid's brain because kids are constantly, like as their brains are developing, they're constantly reevaluating their spatial awareness. So the more you kind of like throw kids around and stuff, the more they like feel in their body and understand spatial awareness and stuff. So yes, you should throw your kids around, but only in a safe manner. Don't throw them in an unsafe manner, please.
All right. I don't know who Ernie Reyes Jr. is, but that's also why I chose 8 years old as the cutoff for saying I could defeat any 8-year-old. Human. Oh, I should have said human because like lions are fully grown by then.
Oh yeah. No, I wouldn't fight any like an 8-year-old animal.
No, like a bear? Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh, an 8-year-old bear? Kick my butt.
I wouldn't fight an 8-year-old sun bear.
No, I couldn't. They're too cute.
They are too cute.
Yeah.
You know what's even cuter though? Moon bears.
What? There's moon bears?
There's moon bears.
What?
They're like the furrier, fuzzier, cuter sun bear.
No way. All right, I have to look those up now.
Yeah.
But a sun bear is not a bear.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. A koala bear is not a bear.
No, that is a marsupial.
Yeah.
I think I think the sun bear is like just. I don't think they're as out there as like pandas.
Yeah, because is a panda a bear?
There is so much debate.
Mm.
Because when I was a kid, the big thing was, and thank you for bringing this up, Sir Whitebat. The thing that panda bears were supposedly closer related to raccoons than bears, but that turned out to be completely false.
Ah.
But pandas are kind of out there, taxonomically speaking, I believe. They don't have a lot of close relatives.
Interesting.
Oh. Pandas are bears that have lost the ability to taste umami.
What? That's it? That's a requirement for whether you're a bear? Hmm.
Well, I mean, if you can't taste umami, you might not eat meat. Because pandas do the thing where they only eat bamboo, but they're still
technically bears.
Yeah, but they're also still kind of biologically built like a carnivore, which is why they have to eat so much bamboo, because it's actually like not a great food source for them.
I think bamboos were human invented. That's what I think. I think humans. No, I do. Like, I think they're genetically. I think they're like the dogs of the bear world, where we're like, oh, we like bears, but they eat meat and they keep killing us. Let's make a small, cute, dumb one that doesn't eat meat, and then they like genetically altered them until they did that. That's my theory. The end. I don't think I'm wrong. I don't. I might be right.
Well, the problem with that statement, though, is that is subjective, because I do love the taste of meat.
I think Sir Whitebat specifically means it doesn't taste good to pandas because they can't taste umami.
All right, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm like, we shouldn't fight about this because it's a matter of opinion, but also when they domesticate foxes, their ears get floppy.
I know! It's so great! They get cuter!
They get so much cuter.
Yeah! Next time, we'll talk about the, what's that event called? It's like the event where basically around like 100,000 years ago, all of the very large animals started dying off. And it's basically because of humans. It was humans doing it.
Oh, the megafaunas?
And yeah. All the megafaunas started dying out. And they're like, yeah, it was us. We did.
That was environmental too, right? Wasn't that because
it
was heating up? And
they for a long time they were like, it must be environmental, but more and more evidence is coming out that like, no, it was us. Which is why, and that's why they think in the continent of Africa, that's why there's still really large animals left, because they've been around humans for a lot longer. And so we're better able to adapt to the things that humans did that caused large animals to die out. Yes, megafauna extinct. There's another name for it, though, but I can't remember the name of it.
That sounds like a really interesting read.
Yeah. I can't remember. Anyway, I'll look it up.
The Great Dying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Yeah, I think it's very funny. I think it was the quarterly megafauna extinction event.
Wow, how many megafauna extinction events were there?
Not quarterly, sorry. Quaternary.
Oh.
Yes.
All I could think of was like a business that is
Yeah, be like,
that kills
how
all the
many
megafauna.
how much megafauna have we killed this quarter? Ooh, not enough. We better up our numbers.
Look, it's almost June, and these mammoth numbers are just not going to make it. We need. I want you to kill more tapirs, more mammoths. Those giant
Those
armadillo
condors,
things.
California condors, diprotodons.
If you can find and kill a Quetzalcoatl, that would just help our numbers so great. They might be extinct, but just look around the back. Is it quaternary?
Yeah, quaternary.
Nice.
I tried to say it and then it came out of my mouth quarterly, but it is quaternary. Quaternary.
Qua.
Yeah. I don't know. I just find it funny that humans are like, these animals are too big. They gotta go. And I think around the same time, some people were like, what about instead of just killing off the bears, we make them nice and eat
grass.
And eat grass.
I can believe it. I can absolutely believe it. So I know you were trying to end the show for a while.
I was.
And that kind of got out of our hands.
Yeah.
You want to try one more time?
Yeah, let's try one more time. Hey, everybody. Thank you for an amazing show. Thanks for participating in our new stuff. Congratulations to the winner of the raffle. Thank you for your talking subjects. Hopefully next week, someone will trigger that and then we'll have our first talking club experience.
Oh, yeah.
Until next time.
And I thought we'd give you a little treat on the way out, which is we're going to play our brand new credit sequence one more time.
Yes.
As
our ending.
Outro.
Awesome. Heck yeah. Until next time, stay crafty. Do you like that as a catchphrase? I'm trying to.
And I was gonna try to stay crafty.
Oh, sorry. Oh, stay crafty.
And crewy.
Nice.
Yeah, nailed it.
Crafty treat.
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Joshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Shoshi.